Andrew McCarthy is interested in more than just a good... Listen, he's having no trouble...
Could you say it again?
He feller in the white...
On your screen.
Said earlier, Steve,
It's simple for...
Program on therapeutic fiber.
Head to Broadway by way of football, boxing,
Good morning, my darlings, and welcome to Good Morning, Darlings. I'm your host, Miss Iridescent, and this is my Lady Bunny drag because I made this cute little dress, and two of my friends were like, "You look like Lady Bunny," and I was like, "Okay, let me get my blonde wig." So, girl, what was it? What's the Lady Bunny joke? Girl, I heard Justin Bieber has a 10-inch cock. It's in his ass and belongs to Usher. And that's my Lady Bunny. Okay, so, oh my goodness. So, Thanksgiving's over, and it's practically Christmas, so I'm sorry. It's Christmas looks the rest of the year. Y'all gonna have to deal with it. I'm obsessed. This is quasi-Christmas. It's red and a little bit of gold, so we're good. But it's about to get really festive up in here. I'm hanging mistletoe so I can make out with the guests, but only the cute ones. But they're all cute, so it's fine. Thanksgiving was wonderful, I'm assuming. We're back on the magic of television schedule, and I'm so happy. I'm so sorry about last week's episode. Baby, that's what happens when you've been up for 24 hours and you're sleep deprived and exhausted and you hate your guests. Could you imagine? No, Tundra was great for what she's able to do. I need to stop being so mean to her. She'll kill herself. But I think if she was going to do it, she would have done it in middle school. But no, I love her so much. She was great. But yeah, no, we're not doing that ever again. If we we filmed the lovely episode with the fabulous Shona E, and it was great. And then we filmed with Tundra right after. And by right after, I mean probably like 30 minutes later because she was late. But YOLO. It's fine. But yeah, no, never again. Never are we doing a 2-shoot day. I don't understand how the Duderman Homie Bro guys did like 4 in one day. That's a killer. But I had fun. Like, I'm having fun and I enjoy it. But yeah, the other option is film on Saturday, edit on Sunday, and post on Sunday night. And we ain't doing that. I love y'all, but y'all can hear my dated jokes. It's fine. Twitter almost ended the other day, and everyone's immediate response was to show their nudes, which is wild. I love it. I love how in times of crisis, this generation's just like, pole, hole, pussy. And I think that's great. I think that's beautiful. Could you imagine if, like, September 11th happened, but, like, now? And so everyone's, dicks out for the victims. Like, I think that's great. Just ridiculous. Like, I have to show this cum shot so we can remember the fallen. God, I sure hope we don't have a national tragedy. Could you imagine if we did, and, like, I fully predicted it, and it happens the day before this comes out? Then I'm psychic. And y'all are going to have to pay a subscription to see my future predictions. Also, speaking about dicks and Twitter, Elon Musk doesn't know what he's doing. And I think that's great. Oh, we need someone like Tom from MySpace back in. He's kind of like God. He's there, but he doesn't really interact with anybody because he's above it and doesn't quite care. But I think it's great, and he always made himself your friend. I think that's hilarious. Whereas Elon's doing like polls and stuff and trying to be on the jokes, and I'm like, this is wild. This is insane. But yeah, he's also really rich. So Daddy Elon, let me suck your dick. I love you. Go Tesla. Actually, fun fact, that shitty convention that we did in South Padre that Bunny and I and Natasha and I talked about was sponsored by Tesla, which is hilarious to me. And also, I'm very upset about forgetting about that fact because then on the mic I could have said, thanks, Daddy Elon. If you haven't guessed by my sultry, sexy voice, I am dealing with allergies. So if I do the lovely little... it's because it is lovely. It is a brisk 40-something degrees outside, so it is warm in the building, but we have a fan on, and anytime there's air flowing towards me, my dry ass throat decides to cough as if something's wrong, and it's not. It's really fucking annoying, and my body needs to get it together. I'm not gonna allow it to have any food. Speaking of not allowing to have any food, this next guest is an amazing cook. She's wonderful. That's what we bonded over. Actually, we bonded because she met me out. She met my brother. No, she met me out of drag. And we became quick friends. And then she saw me in drag and we became even more friends. And she's obsessed with me and I'm obsessed with her. I love her so much. Let me get her. Oh my God, Devon Benish!
Hi.
Oh, right in the mic, right in the mic.
Hi, I'm sorry.
It's like a dick.
Okay. I got this.
Okay, bitch.
Yeah, I got
She's
this.
gonna just spit on it halfway through. How are you, gorgeous? Your makeup is stunning.
Thank you. So is yours.
Thank you. I got ready in 5 minutes.
Oh,
Imagine.
God.
Nah, a
This
little
took me
longer.
like 40.
You look beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
How have you been?
Oh, I've been good. I've been busy and now I'm
Booked?
getting ready for the... Yeah, I've been getting picked up a lot, which is exciting. And, well, I mean, a lot for me, you know. That's
It's not that shocking.
It's
when
all
I-
about scale.
I think you're absolutely hilarious. Your point of view makes me giggle so fiercely.
Thank you.
We met at Berto's birthday party.
Yes.
And you made food.
Yeah, I did.
No, she had spaghetti and meatballs, but it wasn't like these little like, oh, okay, it's okay. You know, she used the good sauce and the noodles were perfect and the meatballs were so delicious.
Everything was homemade.
It was
Like scratch homemade.
perfection. I'm obsessed with anybody who's funny and can cook because like, bitch. Oh my God. Who taught you how to cook? I'm sorry I'm a fat bitch. We talk about food a lot on here.
No, that's fine. I love food. I have a whole bit about not liking white people because they don't like good food.
It's just salt. They're scared of salt.
And they're scared of every seasoning.
And I'm like, they like meth, so why wouldn't they like the other white rock? I don't understand. So who taught you how to cook?
So I'm kind of self-taught, but everybody in my family was very white, so they didn't cook, they drank, and so unless I was wanting vodka for dinner, then I went to my friends' houses and like their grandmothers and their moms would teach me how to cook, and they were all like, I never hung out with the white kids because all their parents drank too. So
oh my God. See, kind of same. I grew up in a town called Floresville, and I still live over there.
Oh, I love Floresville.
So small. We've got the biggest nut in town. And it's not me. We literally have a giant peanut in our town square. I need you to do a photo shoot with it, I swear. No, but yeah, that's who all my friends were growing up. All my friends were Hispanic because if you're feminine and gay, none of the kids want to be your friend. But everyone else is really accepting and it's cool.
Exactly. Well, when your mom's getting carted off to the loony bin in front of the whole neighborhood every couple of weeks, nobody wants to be your friend.
Okay.
Except the kids who understand family drama. You know,
Okay.
like, and they don't just bury it and sweep it under the rug. Like they parade it out and then they cook for it and after they make up. So yeah, I learned to cook from liking the experience of eating with families, and that became very important to me. And so yeah, I ran across a Facebook memory from like 11 years ago that was like list things about yourself that people don't know, those stupid games.
Oh, so they can get our security questions?
And yeah, exactly. And I always put really random ones like that I can stick my whole fist in my mouth and so that's not a security question.
That's just like a party trick.
It should be. Oh, God bless.
It's allergies, I swear, but
No,
anytime I
I know.
giggle, I just feel like
No, I know.
unless I
know.
die, could you imagine that this is the last video of me seen on I talk about that a lot because one day it is gonna happen if we last that long, but could you imagine the
Oh,
last episode?
I would be honored. This is a hell of a way to go out.
Baby on my deathbed editing. We have to release it.
No, then it's just one of those found footage
Okay,
videos,
not
like
not
Blair
me being
Witch.
the Blair Witch.
It ends with one of us standing facing the corner.
Bitch, could you imagine the Blair Witch, but I come out and I'm like, ha. That would be more scary, quite frankly. Actually, what's funny is there's a certain drag queen that looks like the Blair Witch when she's naked.
Oh, wow.
It's not a great thing. How long have you been doing comedy?
8 months.
See, that's insane. And
8
how many
months.
gigs do you have this month?
And this month I The ones I've done and the ones at 5.
See, I feel like that's a lot for 8 months, and I live.
That's I'm always real freaked out when people ask me to do a show. They're like, I'm always like, I look, I'll be in my living room by myself and I'll get a message and I'm like, me? Like, are you talking to me? Like,
I've talked about it before on other episodes, but I feel like you'll understand how I feel about it. I have imposter syndrome rowdy, so every time I'm like, do they know don't know what I'm doing? Like,
bad.
oh,
Bad. When I owned my business, I felt the same way. Like,
what was your business?
I owned the #1 resume and recruiting service in San Antonio for like 7 years. And yeah, I built it and branded it and owned it and ran it by myself, which is probably why I hated it so much by the time I sold it.
But that's iconic,
But
though.
it's still going. It's still running.
That's stunning.
And,
Do you
yeah.
own stock in it, or you were just like, I'm done?
Nope. I sold it outright to another woman wanted it to go to a woman-owned business or a woman business owner. And yeah, and she's doing great things with it. She does great.
What's the business, if you can promote it?
It's called OMG Resumes and Recruiting.
Because if you're watching this in the middle of the day on a Monday, you need a job, so you should probably go hit them up and get a resume.
Yes, LaTanya's amazing.
Okay. See, that's so stunning. What made you want to start that?
Oh well, I didn't really want to, but I've always been a writer. Since I was little, and that's all I've ever wanted to do. And then so I went to college and I was an English major to make sure that nobody would like me at parties.
Okay.
And or online and I've probably been called a Nazi more than the Proud Boys, but a grammar Nazi. Like,
baby.
No, not a real Nazi.
Thank God.
I don't know. Somebody might have called me a Nazi by now.
Chime in. Could you imagine? It's like I always say, if you've got a cash donation of $20 or more, the Cash App is the Bubble Babe 69. I will read your hate comments. Trust. Like, fuck you, pay me, bitch.
No, you can call me whatever. I've probably been called worse by better. So
Okay.
But I forgot my point now. Grammar Nazi. Yeah, I was a writer, and my mother was a resume writer. She started a small kind of a resume business from our home computer in the 90s. And I bartended after I had my kids. I was a single mom for 10 years. And when she couldn't run the business anymore, I took it over because I already knew how to run it, and then grew it and turned it into more of an online, virtual, more online presence, profiles, LinkedIn type bullshit.
That's stunning. Well, it's very one of those things of like,
It's so boring.
well, no, but you find something that people are going to. It's like the funeral industry. You find something people are going to need. People need resumes and nobody wants to do them because it is kind of hard. I feel like the hardest part is the cover letter.
The cover letters are difficult. The accomplishments are really difficult too, because I would sit down with people and say, like, give me 3 accomplishments for this job. And they're like, I don't know. I showed up on time every day. And I'm like, no, did you save money? Did you make money? Did you, those are the things that people want to see. And so, but it's so boring. I just hated it. I like fun things. I don't think I'm a human being. I think I was born a Muppet.
Oh, a mood. My motto has been always that I don't look human. I look like a sexy Muppet.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, baby, I look like I'm the Miss Piggy of drag.
I get it. I had red hair for a long time, and I worked in a call center, and they used to play this game with the reps where the supervisors would print out a picture of a celebrity and go around to all the different reps and point to the rep that they said was looked like the celebrity and try to crack people up while they were on the phone. Well, I got bullied in high school, so I was not looking forward to the day that this game came around for me. And it finally did. And I'm on the phone, and we stood taking calls. And so I'm looking and I'm watching, and people are dying laughing every time they see the page. And I get tears in my eyes. And my husband worked there as well. And he saw that and was like, no. Somebody go show her. Somebody go show her. And they showed me the picture, and it was Red Fraggle.
Oh, my God. Baby, I get that.
I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll take that. So, I've always had kind of a Muppet personality. And I don't like real life adult, boring shit. I like to make things fun.
I love everything being like a living cartoon. That's been my whole aesthetic brand is like I like to do normal stuff but then slightly make it twisted or slightly exaggerated as evident by
Oh, yeah.
or like my figure normally in drag is I always wanted to be a human version of Rosie the Robot. That was the goal.
Oh my God.
And so like her
From
shape
the Jetsons.
Oh no, like the Hanna-Barbera cartoons, that's the world I live in.
I love it.
Oh, it's like, my obsession. And that color
Love
palette.
it.
That's why I'm so obsessed with like jewel tones and like that specific shade of colors. It has influenced me very heavily.
I love jewel tones.
Baby, I would have never guessed.
I know.
I love that purple's like your signature color.
It
And it
has
looks so good on you.
Thank you. You know, my hair's been every color in the world. Same. And I just hit on purple, and my kids and my husband were like, for whatever reason, that looks really natural
No, it
on
looks
you.
like,
And I was like,
if you said you grew it, I'd believe it.
I know. That's what people always ask me, like, how long's it been purple? And I'm like, since birth.
Okay, do you do it
It's
yourself?
yarn.
Oh my God. There's actually a drag queen. I don't know if she still does drag. Her name was Cupcake Velvet. And she would do these crocheted yarn wigs that were very heavy. And she would do all this dancing. But it would be like finger waves and stuff. It was so like detailed and stunning. And she made them herself.
Crazy.
It was insane. I'll try and find a picture. She's kind of hard to find because I think she like quit drag. And so like her social media presence is like gone. But it was so incredible.
Oh,
But,
wow.
Do you do your hair yourself?
Yes.
Beach, same. Did you do the thing where, because we've all done it, where we've, like, what's your favorite shade of blonde? Because I know everybody who does their own hair has a shade. You don't like blonde?
It's the one color I don't. It's my natural
my
color.
favorite. But it's like
It's my natural color,
very
and I
specific
won't.
shade. I like this is too yellow for me. If I was dyeing my hair,
Yeah.
I would do
That's
it-
what color my hair bleaches to.
See, and I tone it, the Wella toner, the one that you can't get at you remember the one you can get at Sally's, and it was like the T180 something. I think that's a calculator. But something like that. And it was like blue toned. I would leave it in my hair overnight. So it would become that.
Oh my God.
Well, it would become that Meryl Streep blue, and then it would fade to this icy white, like over the next month, which, my favorite, because then it would just be like so perfect. Not if it's too yellow, it makes me look crazy.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yellow will start to make you look like you have jaundice if it goes too. And I've had jaundice, and I didn't look good. So
You're like, you know what? That's not for me.
I don't even wear yellow eyeshadow. Like, I won't get yellow anywhere near my face
See,
now. I'm so paranoid about
On the
it.
episode with Chona, I wore yellow, and it was my first time wearing yellow in like 3 or 4 years, maybe longer, because I wore yellow, and because of how I use orange tones when I contour, because it makes me look tan without looking too dark.
Exactly.
Because I feel like a lot of people end up, if you do cool tone contour, at least on my skin tone, you look gray, or you just look too dark. And I'm exceptionally Caucasian, and I'm not trying to do all that. But I'm like, the sun-kissed tan Barbie look is it for me. And so like the yellow would always clash with the orange and just make me look bad. And so I swore off yellow, even though I love it. What was it? Mila Hugo does this stunning yellow eyeshadow. And I'm obsessed because yellow is such a hard eyeshadow color to make.
With the burgundy lip.
Her
Perfect face all the time.
She's on the list. She
all
needs
the
to come
time.
here. But she was making fun of me because we were talking about makeup, and I have like a ridiculous lip process where I do a bunch of different layers. And what was it? She was like, why do you put a gloss or something? Or it was something that she made fun of me for. And then she tried, she's like, oh my God, it worked. I was like, yeah, bitch. I don't play around, ho. Could you imagine? No, not the mic.
No joke. Like,
Oh my God. I still can't get over your eyeshadow. It looks so pretty.
oh, thank you. I know. I went for kind of like a weird galaxy Barbie.
You're like, oh, I love. I'm a minor Barbie fan. My best friend, Scarlet Crypt from Alaska, is this huge Barbie collection. So we always know, or she'll send me Barbies. And there's this one called Spectra.
Yes.
That's who you're giving.
Oh, thank you.
What was it? I also said in the Chona episode, and I mean it in the nicest way possible. And if you get really upset with it, I'm very sorry. You remind me of a Disney villain, and I mean it with love.
Oh, 100%.
But
yeah.
you know which one?
Which one?
Madame Medusa from The Rescuers.
Oh, I love
It's
that.
the hair.
Yeah.
Even though it's all purple tone. But I loved her. Like, Penny. It's just so like, oh. And I mean that with love. As somebody who looks like Ursula, I mean that with love.
No, I love it. I love it. I'm a nice person, or I think I am. I'm a nice person, and I love everybody. Like, I'm very Southern, and I'm very hospitable, but I don't like to be messed with, and I do appreciate the fact that does come through in my personality
That part.
without me having to like slap you upside the head.
Oh,
And
see, same. I don't like surprises. I don't like
I tend to
if
not.
you're being like, whatever you say to me, I'm going to treat it as if you're being 100% genuine. So
Me
sometimes
too.
I'll miss it if somebody's being hateful. Unless I can obviously tell, like they said, hey, you're a cunt. I'm like, okay, cool. But
I love that word.
like,
Call me a cunt.
cunt.
That was in my bit that night.
Oh, no. It was, you had me dying laughing because your perspective is so unique. And I loved it.
It's because
And
it's very honey badger. That's my spirit animal because I don't give a fuck.
God.
I don't.
See, but I love that. Like, oh.
I'm gonna do
don't
what
know
I
what my
want.
spirit animal is. I think it's an octopus because of orgies, but I think that would be it.
Oh my god!
I actually got to go to an orgy the other day. I'm happy. We're good. I used to go to them a lot more, and then monkeypox.
I want to go to an orgy.
They're so much fun.
Oh my
I've done
God.
stand up in an orgy.
Was anybody paying attention to you?
Yeah.
Really?
It was like this guy's house, and we were in the living room, and they were doing karaoke, and they told me to sing, and I was like, I don't sing, I tell jokes. And they were like, well, tell us a joke. So they gave me the mic, and I told my favorite joke I've ever written ever, which tells you a lot about me, is what do you get when a pterodactyl gives you herpes? Dinosaurs. It's my favorite joke I've ever written. It is like, when I die, that's what I want to be known for, because it's so stupid and horrible, and nobody's ever thought of it before. But I said that at an orgy, and they thought it was funny, and then we continued going on. Because it's like different rooms. So there's the main bedroom, and then I don't think he does them anymore. I was trying to go to that one. And
crazy.
yeah, it was fun.
I
It was
love
on-
it.
What was great was the neighbors were mad, so it was talked about on the news.
That's my favorite porn. Is orgies.
Okay, it is a lot of fun. I just work well in
I think maybe because I have ADD. Like,
Okay.
and I need more stuff to look at.
Oh my God. No, and it's really fun. People are really respectful for the most part. Some people don't get the hint. And so I've had to be like, if you enjoy your hands where it's at, you better leave me alone.
Just stop it right now.
She's like, no, thank you.
Is it?
Or the guys, you'll just be laying there and the guys will just come over, jerk off, nut on you, and leave. They don't say anything. Yeah, it's just wild. But I can't get pregnant, so we're good. They all turn out like shit.
I'm done raising children, so.
See, I feel like I'd forget to feed it. Like, it's like a
Oh man, that's
goldfish.
how I felt. I was 18 when my daughter was born.
Oh my God.
And then I was 19 when my son was born.
Damn, did you plan for your son?
And no, I always say I should have named my kids Oops and Not Again. And they love that joke. They love, Mommy loves you, Lily Boomer. Mommy loves you.
How old are your kids?
They're 24 and 23.
Okay.
And then I have a bonus kid that's my husband's son, Caleb. Caleb, I love you. I know you don't want me to say that on camera.
If you're watching this, stop jerking off. I know I'm sexy.
Ah, he's actually married to a lovely little girl.
That won't stop it.
Is that?
I can still break
That's
it up.
true.
Anything she won't do, I'll do backwards and upside down.
Woo, and in high
But
heels.
not with this hair, because this hair is not. This is not sex hair.
But no, yeah, my kids are grown. I had them very young, and then actually after I had them, I had 2 other girls, but I placed them for adoption. So,
that's cool,
but
though.
yeah, but I still talk to them, and
That's sweet.
yeah, I talk to one of them quite frequently. Actually, she's so cute.
Being a parent,
I love her mom.
I could never. Like, oh, I'm too self-centered to be a parent.
I am too.
I would be like the parents from Matilda. You chose books, I chose
The
looks.
only reason I legally still have children is because I got the kids I got. They came like perfect. I don't know how. And because if they'd have been any other kids, they would not be my kids anymore. I'd have given them to somebody. I'd have Susan Smithed them. I'd have I'd have lost them. I'd have
The amount of
lost
times
them and
because do you remember?
misplaced them.
Do you remember when HEBs used to have the CD place? Like there was a little inlet thing in HEBs.
Yes, uh-huh.
The amount of time, because I would go in there when my grandma would go shopping. The amount of times I turn around and see her leaving the store,
Oh no, she
Not on
just-
purpose. She was just so used to like shopping by herself
Yeah.
that I'd be like, "Hi." It's like, "Oh crap."
Maybe it runs in the family. Yeah, maybe it's a good idea you don't.
Well, as my friend said, that based on my size, nobody in my family runs because diabetes runs in my family. It's like that's true, kind of.
Yeah, no, I actually play against body type in my family, which is it could be why my mom hated me so much, because I look just like my biological father.
Okay.
And I didn't know that until, weirdly enough, like, I guess it was about a year ago, and I finally found a picture of him online. And I think he's dead. Hell, I don't know. But I found a picture of him online. As soon as I pulled it up, I was like, oh, okay. I even called my husband and I was like, come here, look at this. And he looked at it. He goes, oh, that's why your mom hated you so much.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was. Like,
See, I look like both my parents combined
oh, really?
because they look kind of similar. They're not related. We're not that southern. But they. My mom's name is Brandy and my dad's name is Randy. Yeah, real fun. But my mom's last name or my name has the IE because my grandpa said he didn't want to name his daughter after alcohol. But no, I look like both of them.
Oh,
and as it's
that's
gotten older,
awesome.
it's wild. I have my mom's textured hair because it's like curly and that's why when she has strawberry blonde hair, so when I bleach it, it turns orange. It does that whole fun, but not consistently. It's
See, my natural color is strawberry blonde.
okay.
That's it. I don't like it.
I'm like dirty
It's kind of
blonde.
dirty.
It's like
strawberry
dark brown,
blonde.
but if I'm in the sun, it'll do those golden highlights.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but no. What was it? My grandma saw me in drag for the first time and said I look like a slutty version of my mom, and I was like, guilty. Yeah, pretty much.
I think I am a slutty version of my mom.
Okay. How many? Do you have any siblings?
No.
Same, only child. That's why, since there was nothing to do, we were busy playing with other people.
Yeah. No, I was raised around adults because I didn't have a lot of friends. Nobody could come to my house. My mom was insane, and like nobody could come to my house. And there were times where I would go to other people's houses, and she would show up. Oh, and she wasn't bringing cookies, and
I just picture Jack Torrance from The Shining.
kinda, yeah.
Oh,
Kind of,
bless.
except with big 80s hair
Oh,
and frosted lipstick
okay.
and
See,
long red nails.
My mom would do the long pink nails with the pink glossy, and then she would tan, so she looked like
My mom
crazy
too.
Barbie. And
Yeah.
I was like, when we were younger, because my mom was in jail for most of my life, which is why I lived for my grandparents. She got out, and it was super tan with the long pink nails and the pink lipstick, like yellow platinum hair. And because she'd always forget her glasses, she had her prescription sunglasses on.
Oh my God, my mom did that too for 2 years.
Are we related?
No, we might be.
Surprise. And I was like, because she had warrants for something, and I was like, how are they not finding you when you look like that?
I know, seriously, you would think you
Like,
stick
you
out.
stand out in a
'Cause
crowd.
She lived in Texas.
Yeah.
That's what every bitch in the 80s looked like that in Texas.
Oh, this was like the 2000s.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, I'm older than you. I forget.
No, it's fine. How old are you, if you don't mind me
I'm
asking?
43.
Okay, bitch, you moisturize.
Haha, yeah.
I'm 28. Yeah, 28.
Oh my God, it's just you carry yourself so like either
Trauma!
I'm either really immature or it's trauma.
No, I'm
That's what it
everyone's
is.
mom. I'm everyone's mom.
Yeah, I get called like everyone's aunt because I won't take the responsibility of being
Oh,
your mom. I'm like, fuck
it's-
you. No, I raised my kids. They're out.
Even before I did drag, like if I see a drunk girl in a club, I'd be like, hey, let's go get you some water. Where are your friends? It would just kind of happen.
I've gotten pretty protective of my female friends as of late, more so than I have been other times in my life.
It's wild.
I guess because I was always the one that was like taking off and running off cliffs, and they would lose me at raves, which is never a good idea.
Raves, okay. I used to go to raves, but I would when I
I
was
spent 2 days in a field one time at a rave.
I
like-
live in a field. No, I would go to raves and I'd always fall asleep because when I was in middle school and even through high school, I would fall asleep to dance music. And there's like 4 beats they play at a rave. like the bass beat. And so I would hear the bass line and it would just make me tired. No, but it would just make me sleepy because I don't do any of the drugs. So it's just kind of like,
Oh, yeah. See, I did all the drugs.
okay.
Yeah.
I've only
No,
been high once. I did edibles and I heard voices and was like, I don't think this is for me.
Oh, God. I've been high every day of my life since I was 15.
Okay.
I'm such a stoner.
See,
Yeah.
like, and I've never even.
I'm high right now.
Okay, see, I think almost all of the guests on here have been, which is fine. I just look like I should be doing drugs. From the
No, but you're
choices I make.
pleasant to look at if you do drugs.
Okay.
So that's.
I just know that when I die, I'm lacing the drinks with acid because I want my friends to eat my face.
The first time I saw you in drag, I actually was on mushrooms that night.
Okay, was that the night? Was I Beetlejuice? I had a green wig on.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
I was Beetlejuice earlier than day. What was I? Oh, I was wearing the robe.
I don't know what you were wearing, but I remember the green
I know
wig.
it was short.
And I didn't know. I can't remember who I was sitting with, but they were talking to you, and I was like, "She is so pretty.
Aw.
I've got to tell her how pretty she is." And then you were like, "It's so good to see you." And I was like, and what the shit?
I'm not used to people meeting me out of drag, so for us to meet the first time out of it, I don't like think of that.
I had
'Cause it's-
completely forgotten that you had told me you were that you went in drag, and so I was like, "Wait, what is happening?" Like, yeah, I was way too high for that, but it wasn't like jarring looking at you. Like it was. I was like,
Thank you so
"She's so
much."
pretty."
Just
Like,
look at the colors and
well,
watch
I'm
the swirl.
tripping. I was like, that dress has me going.
Okay, what was it? No, like I love it because for the longest time, a lot of comics didn't know what I look like, so I could literally just be places and nobody would recognize me until they heard me talk.
Yeah.
Then they'd get it. But it was like I felt like a superhero. It was
I could
great.
probably do a pretty good disguise, but this voice, man.
Okay.
It's all that people know when I walk in, people will turn around and be like, "I heard you before I saw you."
Okay.
I can't tell you how many times I've been told
See,
that I heard you before I
People
saw
say
you.
that they know I'm there before I'm there, but it's usually the water shaking, like in Jurassic Park. She's like, "We felt your presence. I hope the little pigs are okay."
Oh, mine is usually when I fly in on my broom.
Oh my God. See, I get vertigo. I can't do brooms.
It's
Vacuums only. I loved Hocus Pocus when I was younger because Kathy and I was like, I wasn't even that fat back then. I was like, that's me.
Well, Bette Midler is like a 1/3 of my personality. So
Oh, the GOAT. One of my favorite actresses ever. My dream cast for Ursula, because Ursula's my favorite Disney character, but she was Bette Midler was my dream cast for her.
Yes.
Because A, I want to hear her sing Poor Unfortunate Souls, but B, I felt like Ursula's character was always like a used car salesman, and nobody could do that better than Bette Midler. Like, that's her brand.
Yes, that's true. That's true. And yeah, Hocus Pocus. I loved that one, but I swear to God, confession, I am probably the only white woman in the world that did not give a shit about the sequel. Still haven't seen it.
I loved it because of the nostalgia factor, and then watching it. Is it a great movie? I mean, I don't care whether it is or not. It has the energy of the first one so much once you get past the first
That's cool.
boring part. Well, it's like the original where there's that first boring part and then it gets fun.
Yeah.
But they do it very quickly. Like within the first 15 minutes, they're back. But
That's
it's got the same
cool.
energy. They look great.
I'm
really
looking
enjoyed
forward
it.
to a Christmas story.
It's out.
It's already out?
I was on Hulu today and it's out. It's on there. I don't remember the.
Okay,
I
well,
don't
okay.
remember
Oh,
it.
why'd you tell me that? Because, that's like a tantric thing for me now. I have to make myself wait until December 1st. See, my feet are going.
Well,
Christmas is my jam, y'all.
This is coming out
Like-
the first week or the last week of November, so it's practically Christmas.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I watched The Grinch today.
But I still, I
unashamedly.
won't watch anything until December 1st. Like, my house is decorated, my tree's up. And
Then watch it,
the
bitch.
outside of my house will be decorated this weekend. But I'm tantric about it. Like, I'm a denier. It's like an orgasm.
edging.
Like, I'm just like, oh, I want it so bad, but I'm not going to do it.
Oh,
and
no.
and I know I'll have like a bad night and I'll go home and I'll be like, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. That's what I'm gonna. And then I won't.
Just like, we'll watch Die Hard. It's technically Christmas, but it's not.
No, I won't watch Die Hard is on the 14th. I have a Christmas movie schedule.
Oh my God. This isn't embarrassing. I think it's great because I love the festivities because everyone's pretending that they like each other and themselves. So at the mall, everyone's smiling and happy, acting like their lives are great when really they want to kill everyone because of the fucking lines and stuff. And I hope this fucking bitch
I
likes what
haven't shopped in a store in probably 8 years. I do everything on Amazon. So I love it. Like the boxes coming in and I wrap everything about Christmas, the cooking, Thanksgiving, Christmas, like from Halloween to the end of the year, that is my time. I've been trolling my friend Wally because he is like such a Grinch. And
Wally, come on the podcast. I think it's going to be a very interesting dynamic between us.
Yes, I dare you. I hate you, Wally.
That seems to be the general consensus. Fuck you, Wally. Could you imagine?
That's what I always tell him. I fucking
bored.
hate you, Wally. And he goes, I love you too, Devin. And he knows. He knows. But yeah, he wasn't feeling good the other day. So I spent the day, I was like, fine, then I'm just going to go ahead and decorate my house. And so I was videoing all my Christmas decorations as I was getting them out, playing the Grinch song, tagging him in all of it. And he was like, this is cruel and unusual punishment.
We have to stand, especially anytime you can come up with an unusual punishment, I'm here for it.
I can always come up with anything unusual.
Okay. Oh my goodness. No.
Cruel seems to be my downfall. Like I have a hard time. It's hard for me to be mean to people even when they deserve it.
It
makes me feel bad because I'll be so mean that then I'm like, oh God, I know how they feel right now. Like,
oh yeah, you're an empath. I'm an empath too.
Very hard. My family calls me a sin eater, so I have verifiable proof that I swallow.
I do too. It's my stomach and the fact that I obviously don't spit out food unless it's vegetables.
But yeah, I do. That my family gets on me because I'm a sin eater. It caused some problems a few years ago. I just finally cracked.
What's a sin eater? Like, what do you mean?
I take on other people's pain.
Oh.
And try to fix it and take it off of them, and I'll absorb it because I know I can take it and I don't think they can.
When my friends are venting to me and just want to hear me say, yeah, sure, instead of trying to find solutions, I'm like, bitch, don't talk to me if you don't want solutions.
I know.
What's the point?
I know, because then you stay up all night thinking like, well,
I don't get
we could just do this. We could.
Ugh. I do the thing where sometimes
I just want to help. I'm not trying to piss anybody off. Like
sometimes I'll because I'm pretty controlled like with that part of it, but sometimes I'll watch a movie and they have the secondhand embarrassment and I have to turn it off because I'm so like, oh no.
No, there's certain I have certain movies that. Because I grew up, television raised me. And so there's certain movies that I can't watch. Like, or I'll get to a certain part in it. Like that one scene in the Ya-Ya Sisterhood.
I've never seen that movie.
You've never seen that? Oh, it's an amazing movie. But there's a real bad scene where the mom, like, the drunk mom goes crazy and starts beating on all her kids. And I'm like, I can't watch that scene. I'm like, no, I always just skip past it because the rest of the movie I love. It's hilarious.
It's just that one part you're like, no, we're not here for this today.
Yeah, no. Yeah, sometimes I can get through it, but sometimes I just don't want to watch it.
See, that's why
depends on the mood I'm in.
Most of the Will Ferrell movies I can't watch because I feel like, I don't know, the way that he's acting, I feel like he's embarrassed about what he's doing. You get what I mean? Do you understand?
Yeah,
like,
you can feel the...
And I'm not into it because something about it seems not genuine. And I'm like, this feels uncanny valley.
Stranger Than Fiction is one of my favorite movies ever.
I've never seen that one.
I've seen every movie. So.
I watch mostly campy movies. They're like ridiculous movies. What's your favorite movie?
My very favorite movie, Anti-Mame.
Oh, wait. Rosalind Russell or
yes.
Lucille Ball. Oh my God, I love you so much.
Russell.
I love Anti-Mame is one of my dream roles to play in any like theatrical version or anything.
Me too. Short pants at last.
Oh my God. I lived. Gooch is everything to me. I almost did Gooch's song from the musical for a talent. Old Hollywood movies are my shit. Specifically,
me too.
Like Auntie Mame is just my comfort movie because it's so long.
Me too.
It's so good.
I've just fell asleep to it the other night.
Oh my God, I love you so much.
Annie Mae makes me happy anytime. Like, and I was having I had a bad week, and so I was having a hard time one night, and I was like, I'm gonna watch Annie Mame, and I turned it on, and 10 minutes later I was asleep, and I slept really great. But I have a whole I made my husband go through and download all of the old movies that I could think of that I loved, because some of them you can't even find.
Tell me some of them.
buy.
Okay, I'm into this. No, out of my friends group, I am the old Hollywood buff because it's kind of my whole gig, like old Hollywood glamour. So none of them
you
watch
are a
old movies
bombshell.
like me. Thank you so
Totally.
much.
You are.
I've progressed from the 50s into the 60s and 70s. So we're
we
moving
can go
into
way
it.
back, like The Egg and I
don't
with
know that
Clark
one.
Gable and Claudette Colbert. It's
I
hilarious.
need to look that one up.
Meet Me in St. Louis is on my
I've seen parts of it.
Christmas movie schedule. Imitation of Life.
I've heard of that one.
Oh, it's an amazing movie. It's gut wrenching, but it's amazing. Of course, Gone with the Wind.
See, that one I've tried to watch. I've seen parts of it because it's just like, it's like Cleopatra. You can't watch all of it at once.
I watch it for that one line where Clark Gable says, "That's what's wrong with you. You need to be kissed, and often, and by someone that knows how."
Oh,
And it
yes.
just
Well, he's so handsome.
he was apparently a freak.
Which we stan. Oh.
I know, exactly.
What was it? See, and like some of my favorites are like The Women, the 1930s version with Joan Crawford.
I like both of them.
Both
versions.
Just because of my favorite line ever of, okay, so The Women's about like just these women, and there's a lot of shady stuff, and this new woman in town is sleeping with this other lady's husband, and they're at the store together, and the wife knows that the mistress is doing it, so she confronts her in the store, and all the girls are listening outside, and so the mistress is like, played by Joan Crawford, is shopping, and the wife goes, "Oh, not that one. Stephen doesn't like such cheap affections," and Joan Crawford goes, "Well, when anything I wear doesn't please Stephen, I take it off." And it is so grand. Yeah. I love that one. I love Will Success Spoil Rock Hunter with Jane Mansfield. Which if you've never
Whatever
seen,
Happened to Baby Jane.
Oh, love Whatever Happened to Baby
Hush,
Jane.
Hush, Sweet Charlotte with
Haven't
Betty
seen
Davis.
all of that, but I love Olivia de Havilland so much.
And Betty Davis, man.
Iconic.
Betty Davis Eyes is like my theme song. Like that's
She was great.
Oh, she was amazing.
And chaotic.
Yes.
Like so nuts, but such a great actress.
Well, so is Joan Crawford.
I love Joan Crawford.
I know. And then there was poor Olivia de Havilland that was just.
Is she still alive? I believe she's still alive.
Is she still alive?
I think she is.
Oh, she is, because when they released that feud thing that Ryan Murphy did with Joan Crawford and
Oh, she
on
was
FX,
upset about that.
She was upset about it. I remember that. My daughter. That's how my daughter got into Betty Davis and Joan Crawford. And
it was
then
so
she
good.
watched all the movies.
Iconic. They forgot about Christina and Christopher, but we'll forgive that. I love Mommy Dearest. I know it's not an old movie, like old Hollywood movie, but
It's still Faye Dunaway.
iconic. The first time I watched it, I felt like Christina had it cunning because she was being kind of a bitch. And then I guess growth is knowing that you probably shouldn't treat kids like that, even if they're a cunt.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can't strap your kids into bed.
So they don't fall out.
That's
They're in California. What if there's an earthquake?
No, I'm pretty sure that's frowned upon. But
they don't explain it either. He's just strapped
To
into bed.
Kill a Mockingbird is another one.
Oh,
that's
love that
my
one.
favorite book.
We watched that one in school. It was great.
Oh, that's
because we read the book and
amazing.
then we watched it. And it was
12
really
Angry
good.
Men.
I haven't seen that one.
Anything courtroom.
I love getting jury duty. Because I like, I used to love Judge Judy and the court shows, and I just like getting jury duty because I'm nosy. And you know what I mean? Do you like jury duty?
I only got jury duty one time, and I was taking care of my mom, and she was elderly and sick, and so I told him I couldn't do it, and I never got another summons. That was like 10 years ago.
See, and some people get
now I'm gonna get a jury duty summons. My husband got summons twice in the last 2 months.
See, I love it because the first time it was this like messy divorce hearing that was closed to the public, where it was like military stuff, and he was. We can talk about it now because if you never had jury duty, basically you can't talk about the case until it's done, and it's done, so we can talk about it. But this high-ranking military official was cheating on his wife with his mistress in D.C., but he was paying for her apartment, and we had to decide whether or not the wife was due to compensation, and we had to say no, she wasn't, because he was using his own money and wasn't touching their joint bank account. So technically,
Yeah.
we agreed that morally what he did was wrong, because duh.
Correct.
But yeah, it was wild. And then the second time, it was supposed to be a child abuse hearing or something, but I didn't get picked for that one.
Oh.
I know. I was like, this is gonna be a lot, but
Oh wow.
ready.
Yeah, I would have been happy to pass on.
but it's like
something
we
that.
watched Law and Order. Law and Order. You
Order.
watched Law and Order.
Order.
No, but Law and Order and just like, can we talk about how boring Breakfast at Tiffany's is? Because that movie's horrible.
I mean, it's visually beautiful,
but it's boring.
It's boring.
Go watch Funny Face.
The
It's so
book
much
is
better.
amazing.
See, and then they desensitized
And it's
everything
Capote.
and made him
It-
straight because he was supposed to be gay in the book, I think.
Yes.
No, go watch Funny Face. It's so much more fun.
Oh yeah.
It's got one of my favorite old Hollywood songs ever, Think Pink.
and Funny Girl is another one.
That
good
one's
one with
great. I watched that
Streisand.
one for the first time this year.
Don't Rain on My Parade is.
Oh, loved it. That was the only drag song I've ever sang live.
Really?
I couldn't hear myself, and I did horrible because someone came up to me after and said, well, I liked it, and I knew I did bad, so I've never sang live since.
Oh.
It's fine. I'm better at lip syncing. We're good.
We should go to karaoke tonight.
Nope. I only like doing things
He
I'm
said
good at.
Nope.
I
She
really
said
only
nope.
like doing things I'm good at. I'm like, if I'm going to sing badly in public, you're going to pay me.
She said no, ma'am.
Baby. Oh, my goodness. Sorry. I love movies. I'm a big cinephile.
Me too.
See, my all-time favorite movie.
Well, I didn't have any friends, and so yeah, I
Same.
watched TV, I watched movies.
I had my cousins.
I listened to music,
But I lived in the middle
I
of
watched
nowhere.
stand up.
Okay. Who's your favorite comic?
Right now or just ever?
Both of them.
Right now, I'm real into, currently, like today, I'm real into Neil Brennan because a friend of mine and I were discussing him on Kreischer's podcast, and then it got me watching Three Mics again, and because I hadn't seen it in a little bit, and his new special's out, and I'm going to go home some point tonight and watch that.
Okay.
But he's so smart. Like I love a smart comic, but probably like my Mount Rushmore is like Lucille Ball, Bette Midler, Joan Rivers, and George Carlin.
Oh, I love. What a great line. I can see that all in you. I live. I've been trying, I love Lucille. I've been trying to find
I have a whole Lucy wall at my house.
Oh my
There's
God.
a clock and signs, and I have a Lucy Barbie. And
oh my God.
I'm obsessed with.
I've been
Lucille
trying
Ball.
to find a reason to do physical comedy like that because it's something I enjoy doing, but there's no real applicable use for it.
I'm just now getting back to where I can be more physical, and I think that's part of why I started doing yoga. Is when I got sick and I almost died, I lost all the muscle mass, and I have nerve damage all down.
How did you almost die?
I had an undiagnosed stomach bleed, and I lost over half the blood in my body. So when they transfused me, it was so fast, I rejected it, and I went into stage 2 sepsis. My legs stopped working. Yeah.
And when was this?
December of 2020.
Oh, shit. As
Yeah.
if that year couldn't get worse.
I know, right? I know. And
Did
yeah,
they say what caused it?
well, the stomach bleed was caused from stress, too much Aleve, too much Tylenol because I was stressed, but I was also drinking too much because of the stress. I was That was back when it was after my mom died and I sold my business, and I had a bit of a nervous breakdown because that bitch was finally gone.
Okay.
Well, not all of us like our moms, you know. But yeah, I wasn't taking good care of myself, and so the fact that I didn't feel good didn't really register with me for a long, long time until I finally. My kids and my husband were crying, and I went to the hospital, and the doctor said, "Did you walk in here?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "How?" And I was like, "Oh, that's offensive." And I had one doctor tell me I was the most toxic patient he'd ever had in 19 years. And he was talking about my blood levels. Oh, but I was all doped up on morphine, and I was like, "I don't like your face."
Bitch! Well, fuck you.
But then, but I beat it. I beat it, and so
I should hope so. Otherwise, you.
But I was.
You look great for a dead woman.
I was strong. I was not strong. I was really weak, and I couldn't do a lot. And I've always been very physical. Like I'll death drop.
Oh, see,
I will.
Well,
just,
okay.
Just at a bar for fun. Like if somebody says something funny, like not in a dance, just I'll fucking just death drop.
I used to be able to do that a lot more, and then COVID happened, and I lost my flexibility, so I can only do it specific times.
We all got cramped up. You couldn't stretch.
I know I was at home, and I couldn't.
Exactly.
Like it's muscle memory, and then also gaining weight, and then losing it. I was just like, oh, so I can. I used to be able to do it better, but no.
Yeah.
And all my friends at home are like, "You're a liar. When have you ever been able to do it? Like you fall."
I lost all the weight I gained, and plus lost some more that I gained from being sick. But then I was soft and I wasn't strong. Like I stumble a lot. Yoga has helped me a lot. I started doing that about 3 months ago, and now I can stand. Like I can hop. I remember crying like a year ago because I like to click my heels when I get excited about stuff. I'll jump up and click my heels, and I couldn't get my foot off the ground. Like I could lift this one, but I couldn't jump on my left foot, and I spent like 6 hours crying, which is pointless. But now the first time I could hop, I hopped and I was like, look at me go! I was like Stewie or Stewart from Mad TV. Like, look what I can do.
That's so cute, though. Like, it is a little. I do feel like people need to celebrate the little accomplishments, and it's not a little accomplishment because if you can't do something like that, like that's a huge deal.
Yeah, like I could hop, and then when I got my cataracts removed and I could see, and like everything went wonky when my blood went bad, and
Lord.
yeah, so I had cataracts at 40. It was ridiculous. I was like, man, this aged my body like 20 years. I can't have this. I'm not going to be 40 in a 60-year-old body. So,
baby, drag has aged me
Yoga.
so much.
it's
my body's going through it. Like
I think comedy's aging me again now. Now I'm using yoga to just kind of keep everything balanced.
Okay. I want to get into it, but I'm kind of like,
No, it's so fun. The app I have is so fun. It's 8 minutes in the morning, and then I've actually started doing it at night too because I have a special one that helps you sleep, and it works.
It's called anal.
It's not called anal.
Oh my God.
I'm one of the few women that will admit, like, yes, I like it. Why wouldn't
I
you?
was just about to say, women that like anal fuck me up because y'all have no biological reason to like this.
Yeah, there's all kinds of. We have the same nerve endings
have
back there
prostates.
that you do.
Men have prostates.
Well, yeah.
And that's like an instant button. Everyone's.
Yeah.
Guys are predetermined to like it if you stick a finger in their butt. Women are just like, oh, this hurts. I like it. I'm like, ooh. But girls who do anal are the ones you want to have friends if shit goes down at a bar.
Yeah, because
you're
we don't
safe.
give a fuck.
You're fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody throws the table and you just catch it. Like, no, motherfucker. Wah!
I met a guy in Corpus the other night. We went down there for Adon's memorial mic, and it was so beautiful. But I met another comic down there, Steve, and he introduced himself, and he was like, I met you at the Elbow Room. And, Elbow Room night is like my night off.
She blacks out.
I don't black out.
I don't
not completely black out.
You knew you were there.
It's like I don't not roofie myself at the Elbow Room. But I take responsibility for it. I do. And I'm as careful as I can be. Anyway, there's people there I trust. So
yeah, it's not like you're just.
Cody is the love of my life, and
he's adorable. He's so sweet.
He's so sweet, and so he constantly will bring me my purse and my drink, and then just stare at me. But Steve told me he said I met you at the Elbow Room, and I was like, oh, that's when? And he was like, well, I'd seen you at I think he'd said it Upstage, and I thought you were funny, and I was coming to say hello. And he was like, I'm bigger than you. And I was like, okay. And he was like, you tossed me like a rag doll to go climb all over some guy that had run up to the stage during one of the comic sets. And I was like, oh, yeah, I won't do a heckler that will rush the stage. Like, I'll climb on a table to get to them.
What do people think they're going to do if
That's
they get
the
up there?
second time at that bar I've done that. And I was like, oh, that was a couple weeks ago. Somebody,
But why would people go to the stage? What do they think?
I don't know. I had some old man do it at the elbow room ran up on me and was grabbing on me, and yeah,
What the
and
fuck?
there's pictures of me like handing him his hand back
While you're performing? That's wild.
Yeah.
Performing is not consent.
Yeah, and a friend of mine was on stage that night, and this guy was heckling him, and I stayed out of it. And then he went up to the stage, and before he could get back to his chair, I was there.
Like, if you're so funny, do it yourself.
And yeah, exactly. Or just leave. How about just leave?
That
Just
part.
leave. You don't belong here.
You don't have to like it.
Yeah, if you don't like it, like I love my audiences, and I'm not one of those comics that will turn on their audience. I don't agree with that. They, paid to come see you, and they want to have a good time.
Well,
If
and
you're
we're
not
not
giving it to them, it's your fault.
We're not always right.
Right, but also talk shit, get hit. I mean, don't start none.
Oh, I
Like-
fuck around with audiences rowdy and like will play with them and make jokes. But
That's
if I
fun.
say you have a clit like a can opener, you're not gonna be like, I'm mad. It's so ridiculous.
No, I
Like,
love it.
you know what I mean?
It
'Cause
goes
then
right along with the word cunt.
Well,
Like,
exactly. But then you're like, okay, is it like a crank one or like the automatic?
The
one?
automatic.
But it's so ridiculous. You're not gonna get a like. You know what I mean? Don't just be like, hey, you look like an asshole. That's not a joke.
Exactly. Or
Unless he does. Unless
Yes.
it's Wally. Imagine. No, my bad. The only asshole I know
We
is
hate you,
Jake, and
Wally.
that's because he is what he eats.
whoa, wow. Okay.
No, I can do it. Jake Flores.
It's fine.
Love you. You're great. You're on the list too. But I haven't had any male comics on this show yet.
Good.
I love it. I feel like the women have always been very underrepresented, and I really,
I'm like, fuck them.
quite frankly, they go talk about dicks somewhere else.
Exactly.
It's my
yeah.
turn to talk about their dicks.
Every time. Oh, we can talk about it.
You like foreskin? I do.
No, not a fan.
Oh, I love it.
Not a fan. I mean, like, I really don't care one way or the. It depends on the person, I guess.
Oh, if your face is cute, I'll do about anything.
If you look dirty and you're not cut, it's not happening.
Okay.
I don't do duck butter.
Try the gray stuff. It's delicious.
Oh God.
No, what was it? My friend who, if we get to 500 subscribers, which we're at 91 right now, if we get to 500 subscribers, we're doing the Hot Wings Challenge with my friend Diablo. Her and her ex was uncut, and she used to blow in it to fill it, like, to make it like a little balloon. And one day he wasn't paying attention, and she went, like, clapped. And so he thought he popped it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Just to pretend. He didn't hit him, he just clapped to make it seem like he popped it.
Oh.
But also, fuck that guy, because you're kind of a cunt. I don't like you. His ex is a dick. I should have nothing nice to say about that person.
Oh.
Anyway, no, I just love penises.
I do too.
But I like all kinds
I'm
of
a
guys.
fan. I'm a fan.
I love all kind of guys. Cis guys, trans guys. I don't care.
Me either.
I like it.
Like I don't.
I'm down. It's fine.
I think it's that whole Muppet thing. Like I don't really.
it's the orgy
Genders
mindset.
like, and I have girl crushes. And
Are you straight? Or
I
are you,
have.
How do you identify?
I guess I identify as cis. Because I'm married.
Well, no, I meant like I could see you being pansexual, where regardless of the gender, you like them.
Less about the label and more about the wine.
I just don't like girls, trans, straight, trans or cis. It's not for me. I'm not a lesbian. It's not my vibe. But guys, I don't discriminate against. I'm down.
Yeah, no, I'm just a people person.
Just the people pleaser.
I told you orgies are my favorite porn. Like,
You
there's
need to
all
go to
the
one.
genders.
It's
There's
so much
you know,
fun. Well, this one's mostly just guys, but it's
There's
fine.
a puppet in there.
There's always a handle.
There's
Where can we find you on social media? This is not the greatest spot to start to like wrap up. But where can
that's
we
all
find
right.
you on social media?
hand up the ass puppet. That's fine.
Baby. I fisted somebody for the first time the other day.
Oh, okay.
I was. It was.
I was
wild.
about to do this, and I feel like
It's been washed since then.
that's. No, I know. I just feel like it's a little on the nose. You know,
It's fine. No, it was wild. I only say that because with all the things I've done sexually, I don't have that many firsts, and that was a first.
Oh wow, I don't think I have many firsts left. Really?
Have you fisted someone?
Yes.
Oh, see, friendly. Pat, have you ever fisted somebody? No. Oh, lame. What was this? There was this old club kid that used to show us this porn of this like lady getting fisted, and then the guy like has to go back in and find his watch.
Oh my God.
And then he sticks his bald head in her vagina. And
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God. I saw one time of this
Wow.
girl getting it up the ass, and when he pulled out, her butthole came with it.
Oh yeah, her little pink sock.
Yeah, just
Sick.
whoop right out. And I was like, oh, that's how you know it's time to
Oh
retire.
my God, the first.
Like, it's too late to quit while
It's
you're
like those
ahead,
little
but it's
squishy things from the 90s, you know, like the two. What was it? The first vagina I ever saw was a video of this girl patting her pussy going, blue, 42 hut, and a Nerf ball flew out, like a Nerf football. And she got some distance, and I was like,
She got.
I don't think this is for me, but where can we find you on social media so they can see the Nerf ball shooting out of you?
Thank you. Yes, my OnlyFans is.
My drag daughter.
It's all
has-
under Devon Benish. It's all. I don't even use a fake name for any of it. It's all Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, OnlyFans. Like
Follow her.
it's
She's the
all
fucking best.
Devon Benish comedy.
You can follow me on Instagram at the Bubble Babe, and you can follow me on YouTube at Iridescent. But if you're watching this, you should have followed me already because you're watching this. If you're listening to us on any of the places where I remember to post it, go follow us on the social media. If you have anything horrible to say,
Please.
send money, and then we'll talk about it. No, you can catch us coming up at Chismosa's Cantina on the 10th, which is next week, I think, when it releases. Yeah, something like that. I can't do math. For Michelle Cantu's birthday, I'll be hosting, so I'll be performing. It's going to be ridiculous. It's my first time hosting a stand-up show, and I'm really excited, so come see how bad I'm going to be. But if I'm bad, everyone's going to look great by comparison. So, yeah. I love you so much. You have been amazing. I adore
Thank you. It's been so much fun.
You're an icon, and I'm so proud of you because I remember first meeting you. We were having real deep conversations. Because are you a Gemini?
Taurus.
Oh, see, I'm a Gemini.
Gemini cusp.
See, and as
May
a Gemini,
19th.
June 6th.
Okay.
As a Gemini, that means I don't know anything about anybody else's astrological signs because we're kind of self-absorbed. But we connected.
Well, there's
very
two of
quickly.
you, so.
Baby. We connected very quickly, and I remember you were still taking classes, and you were worried about whether or not you'd have gigs or have a future in comedy. And I'm very, very proud of you because, bitch, if you knew then what you know now, I don't think you'd be so worried about it because you are fucking slaying, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Goodbye, my darlings. Mwah.